So hello everyone, Janine from Passion Infused Life with the Stagebergs, where we talk all about the importance of what we're putting into and onto our bodies and into our minds. So today is no different, and I'm talking intermittent fasting. For those of you that have excess belly fat, fatigue, ultimately anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, this one's for you. So, what is the scoop on intermittent fasting? I'm really going to simplify here. So the whole idea is every time we eat, we are creating an insulin response in our body. So if we shorten that window, ultimately to ideally like a 7 to 8 hour window, then less insulin is entering into the bloodstream. And then of course our food choices also impact that, right? So I choose to follow a ketogenic lifestyle, which is moderate protein, high healthy fat, and low carbohydrate. So I stay below 22 net carbs per day, and I'm eating 5% protein, okay? So what do I mean by intermittent fasting? So what does that look like in real life, okay? So I wake up in the morning and I drink my exogenous ketones. I drink the only ones that are patented and that the US Navy SEALs and NASA actually use. So I drink those on an empty stomach and I wait an hour to an hour and a half. And then I make myself a bulletproof coffee. So I take my 15 ounces of black caffeinated coffee, you can do decaf, and then I add a tablespoon of grass-fed butter, and I add 2 tablespoons of the bulletproof brain octane oil. So I'll link these below here. So then I wait until noon, and that's when I have my first meal. So, and my first meal is lunch, which is typically my biggest meal. So I try to do like salmon with maybe some pickled radishes and cilantro with some apple cider vinegar and plenty of Himalayan pink salt. That's just an example. And perhaps some avocado, like a half of an avocado. And then if I feel like I need a snack, I will incorporate some macadamia nuts, maybe a little bit of the Lily's chocolate chips, which is kind of crazy because I'm not a big chocolate person, but you pair it with nuts and or caramel, I'm all about it. And then for dinner, I'll just have a small dinner. Like I'm truly not that hungry. So not only do the ketones suppress my appetite and reduce cravings, but then you've got the bulletproof coffee, which is not breaking my fast, but it's fueling my brain. That fat is fueling my brain. The brain octane oil is not stored as fat, rather it's just bioavailable for the brain and energy. And then the caffeine is thought to be ketogenic to help burn fat. So for all of those reasons, I have been intermittent fasting since December, and I have never felt better. I don't obsess about food. I don't think about what I'm gonna be making all the time. I travel a lot for work, and we have 2 young kiddos. So this actually allows me to focus on them in the morning and not be scrambling and trying to put all these meals together. So it's truly been convenient as well as amazing for my mental health and for my physical health. So what I will say is for those of you that are going to start intermittent fasting, I would encourage you to keep an eye over the course of the first 3 days when you start. So maybe start out with a larger window. So in other words, maybe start eating around 10:30 or 11 as opposed to pushing it to that noon. And then each day, just kind of push it out a little bit further. I would also encourage you never to go to bed full. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't aid in kind of the best digestion for your body. So maybe stop eating as early as 6, 7, or 8. 8 would be the max. But be prepared to have some kind of low blood sugar kind of feelings or hypoglycemic type feelings, perhaps some headaches. You might feel a little lightheaded. So in that case, I would really encourage you to incorporate a B vitamin like this one that I'll link below. Also some electrolytes, and get plenty of salt. So plenty of fat and plenty of salt. I have never felt so satiated than when I switched to a ketogenic diet. And the other thing that I did in switching to a keto diet is figuring out the things that I would want to kind of deviate from keto on and finding a ketogenic solution to it. So guys, I am 7 months into this keto journey. The first 3.5 were really rough. I didn't know about the exogenous ketones and I was really struggling. But once you kind of pull all of this together, I'm telling you, the mental clarity, the focus, the body composition changes, it is so, so worth it. I have heard from so many of you that are feeling amazing. My migraines are gone too. So I want to help you. I want to encourage you. So email me if you need some help at jstageberg@hotmail.com, and I will get back to you and we can kind of put a session together. I'm also going to be hosting some in-person Keto 101 workshops. So don't forget to subscribe here, and I definitely want to hear from you. So comment below. Thanks guys, bye-bye.